the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, and he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From his own end zone, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Falcons at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, You certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, Takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. 7-7, our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll run with Patterson, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. Ready up. They'll run here with Algier. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Kiki QT now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. He's got his first. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go, set.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. He'll look to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 26 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That's thrown underneath to Algier. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. Looking to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On play action, they'll throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain an 18-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
In motion left comes Williams. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 18 on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They're going to look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle with Eckler. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Third and 2, Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brandon Smith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They snap it to Herbert. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Simmons. So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll set up to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Ready, set. Yeah,
2nd and 15. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.